Hi, Holly. Hi, Cassandra. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all showed up early for me. Let me get to my YouTube. Oh, that's not the one. Where did you put me? How are you guys doing? Switch back to my. Where did it go? There we are. It's going well, thank you. Excuse me. I am pivoting, doing some different things. As you guys know, I've been contemplating the trans channeling course. So I finally have some time to get to that, but I have been busy with other things. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Um, if I can remember my password, if you guys could um, share this to Facebook for me, that would be really helpful. So, Facebook folks, Soul Tribe, they can find us. Ah, I found the password. It only took me 3 times. Okay, let's find me. I'm also going to share it to Facebook, but I gotta get there first. I've missed you guys too. That's why I was like, you know what? I miss the Soul Tribe. Like, I've been missing you guys a lot lately, so like, I'm just gonna go live to YouTube because fuck Facebook, right? Hello, Ben. Hello, everyone. All right, I'm gonna share this to my Facebook right quick. Um, okay. Facebook doesn't want to work out for me either. Facebook's mad at me, y'all. Same. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. So, energy wise, and the Schumann's been doing some crazy shit. I don't know if you guys have been keeping an eye on that, but you, yeah, it's been doing some crazy shit. um, we've had complete whiteouts, blackouts, and everything in between. There was like broken lines on the 4th. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like timelines. We're shifting timelines really quickly. Um, so, sorry. Okay. My brain can't talk and post words at the same time, apparently. So, hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me, for loving me and supporting me always. Okay. There we go. Done. All right. This morning when I checked, there was a shift today in a white. Yeah, yeah. We've had quite a few whiteouts over the past week. It's been insane. I've never seen the Schumann do what it's done this past week, and I've said that before. Like a couple months ago, it was doing crazy shit, and I was like, I've never seen this before either. So, proof, guys. It's the proof. The shift is underway, and we're being forced to make decisions, to pivot, to do things differently, to build new things, right? So, I've just been trying to flow with that energy, putting in a lot of work, doing TikTok stuff. So, um, I have not been so keen on remembering to always post those videos to Facebook and YouTube. So, that is part of my plan starting this week. I'm going to be more dedicated to posting those videos to YouTube and to Facebook so you guys can see them wherever you're doing your social media. It just keeps intensifying. Yeah, for sure. For for sure. Um, I've been rewiring my um, nervous system because you guys know for the past like 6 months, I've experienced a lot of huge, difficult changes and triggers and things like that. So I had to, like, I started spiraling downward, knowing everything I know, being conscious and aware of these things. I was just like in denial for a little bit there. I was in denial, like, no, I'm the creator. I know, but my nervous system was saying otherwise. So I had to take a step back. I had to, just be with myself for a little bit. I wasn't doing a lot on even TikTok there when I first stepped back, um, because just the overwhelm all hit me at once. So I've been rolling with it. I've been doing the EFT tapping. I picked that back up because I used to do that quite a bit. But yeah, it can happen with anyone. I don't care how seasoned you are in spirituality or anything else. Hello, Val. How are you, love? You'll still be tested at your own level, right? So my own level is shitstorm, 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 spiral. And so I'm reprogramming that. So the EFT tapping, y'all, it's definitely something to look into if you don't already incorporate it in your practice. It's something that really helped me to shift quite a bit, especially in these last couple of weeks where I was just, overwhelmed and spiraling and in my own spiritual denial. So it happens to the best of us, but being true, being authentic, learning from the experience, and then passing that on is what it's all about. So that's what I'm doing. I am using it as fuel for my fire, for my content, for helping others, because I know we're all hitting the same waves of energy and it's just manifesting for us differently in our individual experiences. So learn from me. I've always been that person, like, I'll make the mistake and then I'll tell you how to do it so that doesn't happen to you. That's always been my deal. I don't know. I guess martyr syndrome, maybe. I don't know. Almost bought a mat for my front door over the weekend that said, "Welcome to the shit show." That's funny. That's really cute. But I wouldn't put that on a welcome mat, honestly. I don't do welcome mats. I have one at my front door now that it's like one of those brown, like, bristly rugs that you can really clean your feet off before you enter. But it says, what does it say? It says blessings or something like that. Blessings to you. I don't know. So it's blessing those who approach my door, but it's not welcoming in, because on the spiritual level, you don't really want to welcome just anything. And if it says welcome, it's not specific to whom, then yeah. So just a little tip for anyone who didn't realize that. Not just you, Catherine. That just brought that idea up, and I thought I would share. So, but that's really cute. I also have plaques at both my front door and my back door because I get people that show up at both doors. If they don't know to come to the front door, they'll go to the back door because there's a main road right there and my yard just opens up right to that main road. So they come in and they go to my back door, but it kind of looks like a front door. It's got a deck on it, like steps and a yard. So yeah, I have a plaque posted at the front door and at the back door, and it says, no soliciting. Violators will be sacrificed to the old gods, not the new. It has moths on it and it's all gothic looking, has a skull. I got them to scare off the Mormons that wouldn't stop, and the Latter-day Saints people that wouldn't stop showing up to my house. Yeah, you didn't get it because you didn't want to welcome a shit show. I love that. I love that you thought about that you were consciously aware. That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to get into the reading. And then afterwards we can sit and chat about whatever. I didn't want to come with any specific topic because I don't want to overwhelm myself more than I already have been lately. So I'm just kind of rolling with things right now. It's getting out. I'm getting messages on this already. It's coming from the left brain, like deprogramming the left brain, because my brain usually automatically will go, to the left, because I'm a very logic, higher intelligence and things like that really resonate with me. So I go to that left brain a lot. So I'm being forced to work more with the right brain, and that means going with the flow, not having to try to plan and have everything in its own little box. So it's the ADHD and the TISM that are arguing back and forth. Oh, I'm happy to see you too, love. Even if I can't see your picture because it doesn't have the picture on your YouTube, but it's lovely to be able to engage with you guys again. I have been on like my own Facebook strike because fuck Facebook. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, hello. I love you. I'm so happy to see you. But I have a grudge right now against Facebook for all the suppression stuff. So I have not been spending any time on that app. A little bit here and there. You guys saw me post a couple times, and I'll go check. But they notify me like 10 times a day. They're sending me these random notifications about like the royal family and stuff, satire. Like, I don't subscribe to anything like that on my channel. I don't follow any kind of pages like that. But it's trying to hook me back in to like open the app and use it and post. So I see the game Facebook's playing. And I choose not to comply with Facebook right now. It may change. You never know. I change my mind all the time. But for now, Facebook and I are on no speaking terms. Anna, hello, darling. I didn't know Anna was in here. Okay, so now we'll start with the reading. I think I built up a lot of gab. So this break, I did go live on TikTok yesterday for like almost an hour, but it's not the same. It's really not the same. The vibe is really different. There's like people in and out, and it tells me every time someone comes in or out or does something or hearts something, anything like that, it just shows the notifications, and they go so super fast, and I'm not used to that very often. So I miss comments, like I'm trying to greet everyone coming in, and then they leave, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So I'm coming back to reconnect with the Soul Tribe because I miss it. I miss it so much. So yeah, but self-care above all else, and let me be the example for that. I know that some people have probably felt some type of way, like I just dropped off the Facebook planet, but my own mental and emotional well-being couldn't handle that. So yeah. Anywho, if you guys are interested in the trance channeling course, I did not put that on my website to purchase through my website. I just did it through like my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So if you want to attend that, it's at the end of the month on the 27th. It is a Saturday, so that more people can join. It's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hour class. I'm going to go over everything, leading up to being able to trance channel. I'll break it down for everyone. And it's just a mini course, okay? It's not going to be super duper thorough. That one is going to be coming later. But at least this one will gauge like who's interested and start people like scratching the surface of their trance channeling journey, if that is something that resonates with them. So I miss you too, Ben. So if you're interested in that, $44 for the spot. It's a Zoom meeting. So $44 to one of those Cash App, Venmo, PayPal will secure your spot in the class. And if you want one-on-one coaching after the class, this is going to be within 2 weeks after the class is finished, because I don't want to talk to you about it before the class. We want to go through the course and then have you guys, whatever questions you may have, or trying it out on your own and seeing where you need some guidance and help. That's what we're talking about. So if you want to do the class plus the one-on-one, that's $88, and same thing, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So And my services are still on sale right now, you guys. I am making money, okay? I am making money, and I could really use y'all's help. So if you are interested in a quick reading for $22, I also have a $33 option up in there. I have the half hour one-on-one and the hour-long one-on-one that are also on sale, and my past life regression, um, and the quantum hypnosis that I do, also still on sale with all my products. So if you're interested in any of that, supporting me, helping me be able to increase my financial flow, I would absolutely love and appreciate you forever for that. So, all right, let's get into this. July 26th. Oh, yeah, probably. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I was thinking 27th. Yeah, 26th. It's the Saturday. I made sure that it's for Saturday that weekend. So yeah, my bad. Thank you, Suzanne. Um, all right, bottom of the deck. We have Knight of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. This has to do with things not moving forward, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, and it's also, Pentacles are tangible things, right? They're also seeds that we've planted, things like that. But these seeds are not taking root. We have divorce breakup on the bottom of the deck also right here. Um, there's some kind of situation that's coming to a close, whether that is a relationship, some kind of connection like that, a job, insert here, whatever. Thank you, Suzanne. Um, but things have to break down that aren't functioning properly before they can move forward again. So this could also be a pause. This doesn't necessarily mean that the situation that's at the forefront whenever, as I'm describing this, doesn't necessarily mean that it's completely gone for some of you. Okay, doesn't mean that it's completely like ending for some of you. For some of you, there is a cycle ending within that situation and a new one is about to begin. But first we have to let the old crumble. We have to face what's not working, and cooperation, communication, equal effort, give and take, right? Hello, Dallas. Hello, Kara. Yeah, we're live. I'm not streaming it to Facebook, but I did share it over there and made a post for everyone to let them know. But I'm like pissed off at Facebook right now, so I'm not giving them my content. But the situation is crumbling because new car. Okay, you could be getting a new car. If you are, congratulations, that's amazing. But this is a new mode of transport from A to B. This is a new situation moving forward. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, which is things coming together. And also, if this is that situation I just mentioned where it's not a complete breakup, complete ending or anything like that, it's just a breakdown of what no longer is working so that you can move forward. You're moving forward with that new energy. And Two of Cups is things coming together beautifully for you with regard to this situation. For others of you, you got to let something go. You have to sacrifice. We do have the Hangman showing up here too, which is self-sacrifice to gain clarity, right? To gain understanding. But sometimes we have to sacrifice things in order to welcome in new things. So we have to, usually when we're moving to a new house, we have to let go of the old house before we, fully step into the new. We have to pack everything up and clean it all out and say goodbye before we get our stuff there and start unpacking and welcoming in the new. So someone could actually be moving to apologies and forgiveness, release. Okay, release whatever you need to out of the situation. Forgive all involved, or forgive yourself for holding on to these ideas, thought patterns, beliefs, behavioral patterns, the things that we do that kind of run us around in circles. Where is Anna? I'm not seeing her comments. Anna, I love you. I just can't see you. Let me switch over to YouTube and see if I can see all your comments there, because I don't really need to look from Restream. Okay. How are you seeing Anna's comments? I'm not even seeing him over here on YouTube. What the hell? I don't know. Okay. Sorry, Anna. I can't see you. Um, so apologies and forgiveness. Release the situation, release the energy, the old, whatever is outdated, whatever is leaving your experience. It's time to balance it all out. How do you balance it all out? By forgiving yourself or anyone else involved, forgiving the situation itself, forgiving whatever it is. Okay. Seven of Pentacles showing up here. This is your seeds taking root. This is your seeds sprouting and growing. This is, um, your abundance is coming in. It's already rooted. It's already here, but changes do need to take place. We have the Tower. Changes do need to take place. Bad habits. We need to release those bad habits. Okay. We have someone is cheating and someone copies you. Okay. Bad habits. Someone is cheating and someone is copying you. This could be even something, and it's not small. It's not something small. Teleportation would be awesome. That would be awesome. I don't know why it's not showing their comments. That pisses me off. But I'm glad you guys can see them, so you guys can interact at least. But what the hell, YouTube? So releasing those bad habits. This could be something like a friend or colleague or something like that sending you evil eye, wishing on your downfall, something like that, or trying to. It's like trying to stifle your growth, but also taking your ideas, copying you, okay? Because we do also have protect your idea and energies with that someone copies you card. So this could be at work, this could be, in friend circles, take it how it resonates for you. But somebody is trying to embody your energy. And we know authenticity is the highest frequency. So that right off the bat is low frequency. Even if they copy you, which take it from me, I have a couple of those too. Even if they copy you, it's not going to hit the same because that's authentic to you, not to them. They're not going to get far ahead. You get farther ahead whenever you are in your own authenticity. Okay. And the masks falling off, the veil thinning, all of this, authenticity is going to be the highest rewarded. People are going to see whenever you are not aligned to what it is you're saying or doing, if it's not yours, right? So let them learn their lesson because they're not going to, they haven't put in any of the work. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They haven't put in any of the work. And you are exquisitely individual in your frequency. Okay. No one else can mimic you. They can try. And they say, what is it? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. It's really fucking stupid. And I don't think it's flattering at all, to be quite honest. I think it's just for those who are unoriginal and uncomfortable within their own frequency. Otherwise, they would be emitting that shit because that would get them a higher turnout, right? So, whatever they're trying to do, if they're trying to copy your personality because people love you and they're competing for other people's attention, and the way that they think that they can do that is by embodying your energy, but they can't, okay? They're a novice. Page of Cups, they're a novice, but this is also talking about with the bad habits, someone is cheating. If this is you, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, okay? Just apply it how it applies to you. But them doing that, they're going to get their karmic return on that. Karma is cause and effect. That's all it is, okay? They're at a low frequency. They're sowing replicated seeds, carbon copy. It's not the original. So they're not going to receive much in return. Pages are very young energy, youthful energy. They're the communicator. They're the ones that like send messages back and forth, right? So you could be receiving some kind of uh, information, some kind of message about someone else doing something like this, going behind your back or trying to copy your work, or, whatever it is for you. Um, or competing with you in business and bashing your name to customers to try to make you look like shit so that the customer will choose them. It could be anything. But they're not, even if it's just one customer, that's all. Like, it's not going further than that. They're not going to receive much of a return off of this energy. They will be exposed. You're probably going to receive some kind of um, communication, some kind of information letting you know this, but you're unbothered. Okay, you're unbothered. You are King of Cups energy. This is emotionally balanced. Shauna, hello, love. This is keeping your cool. This, even whenever the seas are stormy, the waters are stormy around you, you are still level-headed. You are still emotionally mature, and you are going to handle this in the highest way possible. It might take some time. That's what I'm getting off the Hangman, is like, it might take some time. That's the sacrifice, is it may take a little bit of time, but they're going to be revealed. So just understand that it may take a little bit of time before this is all, out in the open. But in the meantime, continue to create, but protect those ideas and energies. Continue to, be exactly who you are, but protect yourself, shield yourself. Spiritual hygiene, guys. You have spiritual protection also on the bottom of the deck, and new job opportunities. So, and this relationship will last a long time. So you are getting new opportunities, whether it's a job or otherwise. You're getting new opportunities because you're spiritually protected. This is kind of like their own karmic test, like their own higher self testing them to see if they're going to choose better, if they've learned the lesson, or if they're going to continue to go down that spiral. Um, but for you, you're coming out on top. You're coming out clean. And that just goes to show you their lack of judgment showing up in the reverse. They are not going to graduate this lesson in Earth School, and they're not going to be very happy about it. But you know what? That's not your problem. So let it go. Don't feel guilty about it, because that's their choice. They set it up. They're the creator of their reality. So you have no reason to feel guilty because they got their karma. Okay. It just goes to show how emotionally intelligent you truly are with that King of Cups. Okay. So continue to create. Just protect your energies. Continue to be yourself. Just protect your energies. Don't go around these kinds of people, that kind of thing. The Emperor. This is you. This is you and your divine masculine energy. And we're really in divine masculine energy today because we've got that King of Cups and that Emperor. The Emperor is strategic. The Emperor sees, okay, he observes what's going on, and then he takes action according to whether or not he's going to receive a return on that action, whether or not that action is going to benefit him. And he also doesn't chase things down. He doesn't go trying to expose people. He doesn't go trying to, you know, make things happen, especially if they're meant to end with that divorce and breakup card. So this is you being in that divine masculine energy, just observation mode and being strategic about the moves that you make. We also have divine feminine energy, and I love how that just kind of shifted like that, because divine feminine is showing up on the bottom of the deck. Card number 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 is infinity. 8 is abundance, okay? Open up, arms up, outstretched, ready to receive that abundance. Relying on your psychic development, okay? The divine feminine, water, emotion, psychic energy, right? So this is you developing that further as you are also holding that Emperor energy. So very, very balanced divine masculine and feminine, if I would say so myself. I love it. So totally balanced. And this is the you that is unshakable, immovable. Okay. this is where you root yourself. This is where you lay down them roots, okay? Plant them seeds right here because this is fertile ground. You're in that masculine and that feminine. They're both divine. They're both in the upright. No matter what tries to come against you, whatever kind of matrix or energy attacks from a person or otherwise, doesn't fucking matter because you're spiritually protected, right? You are divinely protected. Your guides are not messing around. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So continue to be authentically you, okay? Channel your higher self in every moment. Every moment that you are called to make a decision, what would my higher self choose? How would my higher self feel about this situation, about this energy? How would my higher self create in this energy? And the higher version of you is perfectly balanced in your masculine and feminine. It's true, because that part of you chooses when to embody a masculine energy, when to embody a feminine energy, when to embody, like an androgynous energy. Um, it's all energy, and your higher self is all of that. So start embodying your, I know I've said this like a million times, and I need to take this advice for myself too at times. Embody your highest self in all ways, always, as often as you can. Okay, you're not going to be 100% perfect all the time. You're not going to be in your highest self, and you're going to have to learn lessons. You're going to have to go, through the journey without embodying your highest self at every moment. Okay, maybe not at all for a while sometimes. Okay, it's all part of the human experience. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So fulfilling your divine soul mission of, you know, channeling and uplifting humanity. You channel your higher self in every moment, and that uplifts all around you or all connected to you. You're awakening to the fact that you are a lot more powerful than you realize. You do impact people on a level that sometimes they might not even understand themselves. I'm talking about telepathy here. Telepathy is really coming through. That's part of your healing energy. That's part of your purpose. It's part of your channeling, healing to uplift humanity. Divine, that too, divine replenishment. But this says deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. That's what I've been doing lately, don't you know? Not really. I've been doing a lot of work, like working and getting stuff ready, but I've been replenishing myself by not being on Facebook and not giving them my energy because they don't return it. So deep replenishment. Now is the time to really nurture yourself, really be patient with yourself, because the new version of you, like, this is the unboxing. Like you're starting to, cut the tape and pop the things open and then pull out like the bubble packing or the packing peanuts or the paper packaging, whatever it is. And you're starting to pull it. That's messy, right? It's messy. So it's okay to be a mess sometimes. That's part of the human condition. We're a fucking mess. I don't care who you are. You're a mess at times. Okay, we can't be all perfectly composed all the time. Not like that. Okay, being a human means being messy, means healing, means, sometimes you're feeling burdened. And that's why you need to rest, replenish yourself. Take a break off of social media if that works, if that helps. I know with me, because of the TISM, I get really overstimulated really easily. And there's so much action on social media, like post after post, like video after video, or comment after comment. And there's so many. And, when you want to give the best of yourself to every single one, it can be overwhelming in different ways. So get grounded. Okay. Replenish yourself, rest, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I have been doing this. I have been talking to my tree, and I have been asking my tree to let me know that she hears me by, moving closer to me, and she bends her branches down. Like, I'll get kind of close to, a little branch over here, and I'll be like, okay, It's not moving at all at this point. Okay, if you can hear me, reach for my hand, and then you'll start seeing it like lifting up. You can see it in real time. You see it lifting up like slowly like that. Coolest thing ever. But connect with the trees because they're really conscious, they're really aware of you, and they can move on their own. Hot mess to dumpster fire. Yeah, sometimes it varies from hot mess to dumpster fire, but you're still perfectly divine, even in the dumpster fire. Your feet are in the grass. I love it. Love it. So get grounded, connect with nature, go talk to the trees. Do your own little experiment with the trees. Connect with them, speak to them telepathically or out loud, doesn't matter. And listen, see what they have to tell you, and ask them to interact with you on the physical level by saying, hey, if you can hear me, come to my hand. I've been singing to my tree just like out of nowhere. So this is cool. Out of nowhere, I just started singing to this tree, and it sounds like pagan singing. Go figure. I just opened, and started singing, just like with the intention to do light language to the tree and connect with the tree in that way. And it just started like into this super, and I don't claim to have a really good voice or anything like that, but it sounds amazing to me. So the frequency, y'all, the frequency. So if you don't really believe that you're that good of a singer or anything, just maybe build a relationship with the trees and then set the intention to connect with a tree on that level and just start opening up and singing and see what pops out, because you might surprise yourself. Oh, hold on. Fire? Oh, thank you, Shauna. Awesome. I'm glad it resonates. So get grounded and connect. Pretty sure one of my trees puts a branch down to my messy bun and snags me when I'm rushing and not being mindful. They'll do that. Yeah. That's tree humor. Like, bitch, slow down. I love that. Yeah, give it a go, Ben. Definitely. You would be really good at that for sure, like naturally. So definitely do that and see, and let me know. Let me know how it works out. Okay. Get grounded. We have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? The priestess is always in her divine feminine energy. She receives messages, she transmits these messages. So she's very balanced in both energies, but she embodies more of that divine feminine energy, obviously, because she's called a priestess. So this is you tapping into your gifts, tapping into your abilities, perhaps even tapping in with nature at this time. Really good idea because Gaia is going through it with the purging lately, you guys. I know you've seen like all the floods, the earthquakes, the volcanic eruptions. Like Japan is in trouble. The southern states are in trouble right now. Like Gaia is really, really purging right now. So, communicating with her and with her beings, like the trees and the plants and things like that, animals, really, really good way to help to uplift her right now. But also, you are being called forth into a new role, and this is what this new cycle or this new phase or this new whatever that's coming in is calling you forth to do. So you're meant to be a leader in this new cycle of your life, however it resonates for you, like however it manifests for you in your experience, whether that's like leading the family. Maybe people are awakening in your family and being able to say, hey, this sounds like what might be going on, this might be able to help you, type of thing. Or this could be growing in your own business or practice or social media, anything like that. I've been asking my trees to help me recharge while I sleep. I love that, Shauna. I love that. I love it so much. So getting that priestess energy, because the signs are coming, the omens are coming. Okay, we're bringing light to the darkness, so there might be some uncomfortable things that come up. That is really something that came up right off the bat, but it's also the darkest before the dawn, right? And this wisdom is bringing this dawn or this light, this happiness, because the sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck. Sun represents happiness, sunshine, all of the things. So This is bringing those into your darkest times, okay? Your darkest thoughts or your darkest moments or your darkest relationships or situations, whatever it is. This is bringing joy, happiness, light. And by following that inner wisdom, that with that high priestess energy, we have divine timing. It is all happening, it is all working out. It's all about divine timing. And all divine timing is, like I've told you guys and told you guys. Hello, Angela. How are you, love? Like I've told you guys for the longest time, is divine timing is about when you are a frequency match to the thing, the situation, whatever energy it is that you want to experience, is becoming that frequency match to that energy. So, how do we do that? Create, tap into that sacral energy, okay? Do crafts, do painting, sing, dance, you know, do special things with your friends or your children or anyone else that you want to do stuff with. But tap into your creative energy, tap into your curiosity, get into that childlike wonder, bring more of your inner child into your present moment. And you might find some things to heal, and that does look, you know, that aligns with that omen card energy that I was getting. So there may be some things that are uncomfortable, but you don't fear them. Don't worry about it, because now this version of you is more well versed, more knowledgeable in how to handle that, which is how to bring that light to that darkness. Okay, your wisdom, your experience, your spiritual understanding is what helps to alchemize this situation. But you know, maintain your spiritual protection, your spiritual hygiene, protect your ideas and energies. Don't share a lot of um, your plans with others unless you know 100% you can fully trust them and they're always very supportive and very loving. Because if they're kind of side-eyeing you or making little jokes to kind of dig at you or take away from your confidence in any way, there's your evil eye. There's the culprit. Okay, that's the culprit. So weed out that garden. Constantly weed out that garden, you guys. Always be mindful of the company that you keep, because birds of a feather, okay, energies group together. So entertain only the energies that you want to manifest into tangible realities, okay? That's all I got for you today for the collective reading, but we're almost at 45 minutes. So I gabbed quite a bit. Recharge, y'all. That's what it's. We're in the gestational period. The old cycle isn't completely gone, and the new one isn't fully tangible yet. But we're in the in between. We're well on our way, and time to just trust that. Just know, trust that everything's going to work out. Everything that you can conceive in your mind, or anything that you can perceive, okay, is already created in the quantum. I've said that a lot. But if you can conceptualize anything, an idea, an experience, if you can visualize it or feel, you know, in that experience, or scripted, or however your brain works, it doesn't matter. If you can conceive it in any way, it's already created. Your job is just to align to it so that it tangibilizes, so that it comes into physical form. You're welcome. Don't let them tap your energy like a juice box. I love that, Catherine. Oh my gosh, I have to highlight that. Hold on, let me go back to Restream. I love that so much. Perfection. I've never heard that, and that just made me giggle. So I love you so much. You're so precious. Oh my gosh. So, how is everyone else navigating this energy that we found ourselves in collectively lately? How's it playing out for you in your individual experience? And it's been like 2 weeks, right? Has it been almost 2 weeks or over 2 weeks? It feels like a long time. I don't even know. Since I stopped regularly going live. I needed the breather though, you guys. I am going to be going live to TikTok more often. I'm going to try to do 5 days a week over there, even if it's like 30 minutes to an hour. I am going to be going live 5 days a week over there because it helps with the algorithm, helps to get, my videos out in people's news feeds in their For You page. So 2 weeks, over 2.5, dang. That's a while. I knew it felt like a long time. You're welcome, Ben. I love you. Needing to ground. Yeah, definitely grounding lately. I've been doing a lot of that. I've been taking the kids to the park and they like to go play in the river. They've set up, like, people in the community have set up large stones that kind of dams off a little bit, but it still has a pathway that it can flow out, so it's not just stagnating. But they've built this little lagoon type of area so that kids can play in it without having to worry about getting carried off by the river. So we've been doing that. I actually got in, like, to my waist, just sat in the water. But that was one time. It's too cold for me. So I like to put my feet in the water and ground myself that way. I like to go out and sit with my tree, my big beautiful tree in my front yard. She's a triplet, so she has 3 big trunks, and I just love her to pieces. Finally feeling somewhat better. I love that. I'm so glad for you, Cassandra. I'm glad. You need to hit me up because you still have that session that you paid for. So let me know whenever you're ready to reschedule that, okay? But yeah, and if anyone else would like a reading or a session with me, my website, rebelspiritrising.com. I could really use some more sessions right now, guys. So I love and appreciate you. If you can book with me or purchase any of my products, I welcome you with open arms. So, what day is today? Is today Tuesday? My computer doesn't say on the little bottom bar thing. Coming soon? Okay, cool. Just let me know. I didn't forget about you, and I know you haven't forgotten it, but all in divine timing, love, whenever you're ready. But yeah, I'll be coming live with you guys on YouTube, like I said, at least once a week. I'm going to be live on TikTok 5 times a week. So if you are on the TikTok app, follow me, please, and you'll get notified whenever I go live. But that is in an effort to build my momentum in the algorithm, because all I have to do is get to 1,000 followers and I can start participating in, like, the TikTok creator pilot program, and I can start earning money for products in my videos and stuff like that for promoting products. So that will be a nice revenue stream once I get to that, so I can use all the help that I can get. If you guys are on the app and don't follow me yet, please do. Rebel Spirit Rising or at rebel.spirit on TikTok. So yeah, 5 times a week there. They're not going to be anything super extravagant, like with the topics and the addressing things like that, because I don't think for that audience that's really what they're looking for. So mostly, like, we'll talk about spiritual stuff, we'll talk about how to tap into your gifts, we'll talk about how to do shadow work and all the things that we've talked about, but I'm not really going to present it in a way where there's just one topic. It's going to be more like Ask Me Anything, or we'll do card pulls and things like that for the viewers and stuff like that. So you don't have a talk? Aw, that's okay. I'll still be coming on here on YouTube once a week at least. That's my plan. If I can do more, I definitely will, but I'm not sure how the 5 times a week live on TikTok plus the making of all the TikTok videos, because it takes me like 2 to 3 hours a day, you guys, to finish, like, making enough videos so that I can post them on there and be seen as a creator. So you got to post, like, 8 to 10 videos. They say like 2 or 3, but not really. It's more. So I do take a lot of time to create those videos. Um, so I'm trying not to overwhelm myself, and I'm just trying to find some kind of schedule, some kind of groove that I can get into so that I can be everywhere, but I can't be everywhere at once. So, and TikTok is the easiest way for me to get more of a following built in a much quicker way. But I am also putting all of those videos. I, I'm going to start putting all of those videos on Facebook and YouTube so that I can build, like with shorts and reels, that gets more engagement, that gets more views, that gets put into the algorithm more. So I'm doing like all three, but I'm making the videos on TikTok and then just reposting them to the other places. So if you don't have a TikTok, don't worry, because I'm going to be posting those videos to Facebook and YouTube, so you'll still see them. Um, but obviously you can't be on the lives with me if you don't have the app. But that's totally fine. I'll still be showing up for you guys. We'll still stay connected, and I'm going to build up 2 more YouTube live streams too. I'm just trying to figure out how to juggle it all right now, you guys. So that will be the most beneficial for me, so that I can get more reach, get more views, get monetized, and all the things, because doing this shit for free and pouring my heart and soul into it for, it's not for free, because you guys give me gratitude, love, attention, support all the time, and you buy my products and services whenever you're able to, and things like that. So it's not for nothing. I don't mean it in that way. I'm so very grateful for all of those things, but in order to maintain and expand on my current financial circumstances, this is what needs to happen. So this is what I'm doing. I'm still going to show up as best I can for everybody, but yeah. Thank you, Cassandra. Pollen falling from certain pine trees makes rainbows. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, so I think it's going to be good too. It's going to take me a little time to get into the flow, Yeah. Build and maintain. Yes. So once I have built a nice following and it continues to, you know, gather momentum, then I won't have to put so much work into everything. Um, so this is just that period of transition. I will continue doing the long form, like podcasting. I'm not going to stop that completely. It's just I have to allocate my time and attention to other things all at the same time right now. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot, but yeah, I'm doing it. And you guys are so helpful and so loving and so supportive, and you guys are family. You guys are soul tribe. Been anchoring a wild, vast array of energies, conserving more energy for yourself. Yes. Yes, I'm trying. I'm pacing myself. I have been pacing myself. Um, I've taken, like, I'll take a couple of hours a day to just be really lazy and just sit there and do nothing. you know, Scroll on TikTok, or because I am actually busy doing research by scrolling on TikTok and learning from other creators, like the creator tips videos. So I have been learning, so I'm not really doing nothing, but I've been doing a lot of that. But I make sure to take some time and just not make myself do anything, you know, except that's something that is helpful. It's something I'm interested in. It's part of my, ADHD hyperfixation right now. And so, yeah, it's relaxing, even though it's also kind of work. It helps me to relax. So that's what I've been doing. Um, but yeah, I'll try to interact with posts more on Facebook. I've just, like I said, I've been really pissed off at Facebook. So I will start to post more and try to get on and scroll and interact some more. But like, I have been occupied with other things, and I'm going to be putting all of the materials for that trance channeling class at the end of the month on Saturday the 26th. Um, so I've got my attention focused in many different areas right now, and you know that's the reason why I can't just be here every day anymore. So I love you guys so much. I am going to go ahead and get off of here because I do need to make some TikTok videos. So I've got a couple hours of work ahead of me for this evening. But I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for showing up for me always. Thank you for supporting me always. And I will see you guys around. I will try to engage more on Facebook. I'll try to be more present on there. No promises right now, but I'm going to try. I'll give it a concerted effort, I promise. Okay. I love you guys so much. And I'll let you know when I'm going to go live next. I'll try to make it like the same day every week. So maybe we'll do it on a Tuesday. I'm not sure. But I do want to make sometimes earlier so that our Across the Ponders can have an easier time connecting with us all instead of staying up until like 2 or 3 a.m. All right, Cassandra, I love you so much. Thank you. All right, you guys, I will notify you the next time I'm going live. And you can hit the notification bell. You'll get notified whenever I post whenever I schedule this stream, it posts to YouTube and it used to post to Facebook to let you know when, what time, like what it was about and all of that. So subscribe and hit the notification bell on YouTube, and you'll get notified whenever I schedule a stream, and you'll know what date, time, and all of that. So I love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. I'll see you guys soon. Take